when the students
only-
start.
I'm going to call the order of the regular council meeting of July the 22nd. Would the clerk please read the roll?
Mr. Amrine?
Here.
Ms. Selko? Here. Mr. Clapper?
Here.
Mr. De Leon?
Here.
Mr. Hook?
Here.
Ms. Rosenberg? Here. Ms. Schaefer-Bish? Here. Mr. Turner?
Here.
I need a motion to excuse Mr. Sidoti.
So moved. Second.
Second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Opening remarks, Mr. De Leon.
I have no remarks. Let's stand for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to make a motion for the June 19th, 2024 regular council meeting and the July 10th special council meeting minutes.
Second.
Second by Gwen. Did you second that?
I think it was a tie. I did, yeah.
All right. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, thank you. Communication, public?
I abstain.
Pardon?
I abstain.
Oh, you abstain?
He wasn't here, yeah.
Okay, I understand. Amy, did you get that?
I did.
Okay. I take it there's no public.
No public comment.
Written, please.
Standing Rock Cemetery Board of Trustees July 11th agenda was received and posted on July the 3rd. The Board of Health agenda for July 9th was received on July the 3rd. The Board of Zoning Appeals agenda and staff report for July 15th was received on July 8th. The Ohio Division of Liquor Control notice of legislative authority stock request for Wolf Patterson, Inc., doing business as Loft, first floor and basement at 112 West Main Street was received on July 5th, 2024, and Chief Shear had no objection.
Move to return with no objection.
Second.
Second by Gwen. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
And the Ohio Division of Liquor Control notice to legislative authority transfer request received July 15th for the Blind Squirrel Pub, LLC, 802 North Manway Street was received on July 15th, and Chief Shear also had no objections to that one.
Move to
Return with no
return with
comment.
no comment, yeah.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Gwen. Any discussion on it?
I knew I said the wrong.
Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you.
And lastly, the Kent Parks and Recreation Board packet for July 18th was received on July 15th.
Okay, thank you. City manager report, Mr.
Yeah,
Amory.
I'd like to move items 1 through 14 on the city manager's report.
Second.
Second by Gwen. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Mr. Rowe, you have it?
No,
Further?
thank you, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. We're going into standing committee report. First one's the committee of the whole. I need a motion to accept the minutes from July the 10th.
So moved.
Second.
Second by Melissa. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. I need...
I'll move the two actions also.
Second.
Second by Gwen. Any discussion on the actions? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, thank you. We have one draft. Would the clerk read draft number 2024-066 in title only?
Draft 2024-066, an ordinance commemorating Juneteenth as an official city holiday for all employees of the City of Kent who are entitled to holidays and declaring an emergency.
Move suspension.
Second.
Please call the roll for suspension.
Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
Ms. Selko?
Yes.
Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
Mr. Hook?
Yes.
Ms. Rosenberg?
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer-Bish?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Move adoption.
Second.
Second by Gwen, adoption. Is there any discussion on adopting this ordinance? Seeing none, please call the roll for adoption.
Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
Ms. Selko?
Yes.
Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
Mr. Hook?
Yes.
Ms. Rosenberg?
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer-Bish?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Ordinance 2024-066 passes.
Okay, thank you. And the community development, Mrs. Rosenberg?
Yes, I'd like to move the meeting minutes from July 10th of 2024 and the 3 actions.
Second.
Second by Mike. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. Would the clerk read draft number 2024-67 in title only?
Draft 2024-067, an ordinance authorizing the city manager or his designee to enter into a dual-use operating agreement between the City of Kent and Slightly Toasted LLC, doing business as Bliss, Ohio, to continue operating as a medical marijuana dispensary and also operate as an adult-use cannabis dispensary, and declaring an emergency.
Move suspension.
Second.
Second by Chris. Please call the roll on suspension.
Ms. Selko?
Yes.
Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
Mr. Hook?
Yes.
Ms. Rosenberg?
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer-Bish?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
And Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
Move adoption.
Second.
Second by Jeff. Is there any discussion on adopting this ordinance? Seeing none, please call the roll for adoption.
Ms. Selko?
Yes.
Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
Mr. Hook?
Yes.
Ms. Rosenberg?
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer-Bish?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
Ordinance 2024-67 passes.
Okay, thank you. Would the clerk read draft number 2024-068 in title only?
Draft 2024-068, an ordinance amending the downtown Kent DORA to expand the boundaries to include a new business located at 141 East Summit Street and declaring an emergency.
Move suspension. Second.
Second by Melissa. Please call the roll for suspension.
Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
Mr. Hook?
Yes.
Ms. Rosenberg?
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer-Bish?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
And Ms. Selko?
Yes. Move adoption. Second.
Second by Gwen. Is there any discussion on adopting this ordinance? Seeing none, please call the roll for adoption.
Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
Mr. Hook?
Yes.
Ms. Rosenberg?
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer-Bish?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
Ms. Selko?
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2024-68 passes.
Okay, thank you. Moving in Finance Committee, Mr. De Leon.
I'd like to move the July 10th, 2024 committee meeting.
Second.
Second by Gwen. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
I'd like to also move the 4 actions recommended.
Second.
Second by Jeff. Any discussion on actions? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. Would the clerk read draft number 2024-69 in title only?
Draft 2024-069, an ordinance enacting Section 133.011 of the codified ordinances of the City of Kent titled Employee Dishonesty and Faithful Performance of Duty Insurance Policy and declaring an emergency.
Move suspension. Second.
Second by Gwen. Please call the roll for suspension.
Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
Mr. Hook?
Yes.
Ms. Rosenberg?
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer-Bish?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
Ms. Selko?
Yes.
And Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
Move adoption.
Second.
Second by Mike. Any discussion on adopting this ordinance? Please call the roll for adoption.
Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
Mr. Hook?
Yes.
Ms. Rosenberg?
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer-Bish?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
Ms. Selko?
Yes.
And Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2024-69 passes.
Okay, thank you. Would the clerk read draft number 2024-070 in title only?
Draft 2024-070, an ordinance amending ordinance number 2023-97, the current appropriation ordinance passed December 20th, 2023, so as to adjust appropriations, transfers, and advances from the various funds of the City of Kent to individual accounts for the current expenses of the city for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2024, and declaring an emergency.
Move adoption. I'm sorry, move suspension.
Second.
Second by Mike. Please call the roll on suspension.
Mr. Hook?
Yes.
Ms. Rosenberg?
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer-Bish?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
Ms. Selko?
Yes.
Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
And Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
Move adoption.
Second.
Second by Mike. Any discussion on The action?
Corner in the market.
Seeing none, please call the roll for action.
Mr. Hook?
Yes.
Ms. Rosenberg?
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer Bish?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
Ms. Selko?
Yes.
Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
And Mr. De Leon.
Yes.
Ordinance 2024-70 passes.
Okay, thank you. Would the clerk read draft number 2024-071 in title only?
Draft 2024-071, an ordinance authorizing the City of Kent to submit a funding application totaling $689,000 and to execute subsequent agreement with the Ohio Public Works Commission, OPWC, and to accept the grant if awarded with corresponding appropriation of funds and declaring an emergency.
Move suspension.
Second.
Second by Melissa. Please call the roll for suspension.
Ms. Rosenberg?
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer Bish?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
Ms. Selko?
Yes.
Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
And Mr. Hook.
Yes.
Move adoption.
Second.
Second by Melissa. Is there any discussion on adopting this ordinance? Please call the roll for adoption.
Ms. Rosenberg?
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer Bish?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
Ms. Selko?
Yes.
Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
And Mr. Hook.
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2024-71 passes.
Thank you. Would the clerk read draft number 2024-072 in title only?
Draft 2024-072, an ordinance accepting and authorizing the city manager or his designee to execute the following agreements: the City of Kent, Ohio, with the city obtaining permanent and temporary easements for right-of-way purposes to install, construct, and reconstruct the roadway for the project known as East Main Street Improvement Project and declaring an emergency.
Move suspension.
Second.
Second by Gwen. Please call the roll on suspension.
Ms. Schaefer Bish?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
Ms. Selko?
Yes.
Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
Mr. Hook?
Yes.
And Ms. Rosenberg.
Yes. Move adoption.
Second.
Well, I think Gwen's got it. Melissa made the motion. Is there any discussion on adopting this ordinance? Seeing none, please call the roll for adoption.
Ms. Schaefer Bish?
Yes.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
Ms. Selko?
Yes.
Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
Mr. Hook?
Yes.
Ms. Rosenberg.
Yes.
Ordinance 2024-72 passes.
Okay, thank you. Would the clerk read draft number 2024-076 in title only?
Draft 2024-076, an ordinance authorizing the city budget and finance director and law director or their designees to sign an employment contract between the City of Kent and David Roller and declaring an emergency.
Move suspension.
Second.
Second by Mike. Any discussion on adopting this ordinance? Seeing none, all in excuse me,
Wait,
call the roll.
we're not quite at that.
What?
We're not quite at that stage.
Oh.
We're just moving suspension.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
Ms. Selko?
Yes.
Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
Mr. Hook?
Yes.
Ms. Rosenberg?
Yes.
And Ms. Schaefer Bish.
Yes. Move adoption.
Second.
Any discussion on adopting this ordinance?
Yes. I want to say that
Heidi?
our city manager continues to excel in every category, in my opinion, and I think in the, according to the evaluations of the city council, that we are very pleased for his continued service and want to honor him as best we can.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Yeah. Voting, yeah.
Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
Ms. Selko? Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
Mr. Hook?
Yes.
Ms. Rosenberg?
Yes.
And Ms. Schaefer Bish.
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2024-76 passes.
Okay, that's it for the committees. Is there any unfinished business? Any new business? Wow, moving on. Council comments, members' comments? Gwen?
Yeah, I just want to congratulate Main Street Kent on an outstanding Wizardly weekend. It's a tremendous number of volunteer hours, a whole lot of effort, a whole lot of people came down, families and everybody. They enjoyed a 5K with our Parks and Rec, a wobbly wizard crawl, a pub crawl. So it was a lot of fun. It was a very busy weekend. It's one of the things that make Kent so cool. And congratulations to them, and thank you to everybody who came and who helped out.
Heidi?
Yeah, I just want to say that for the benefit of, if anybody's watching, and didn't really, didn't get the complete story of passing the business that has a combination of medical marijuana and adult use marijuana. and approving their ability to stay where they are. I just want to say that this is a unique case, and we have developed a very unique set of guardrails, a contract that we will be signing, that all parties have agreed to, that will enable us to regulate and make sure that this business remains a good citizen in our neighborhood. It's a very visible place, right beside the courthouse. All other adult use marijuana businesses that might come into town in the future will have to locate in the industrial zone. So this is a unique case, a one-of-a-kind business, so to speak, that the state of Ohio has made an exception for, and so we are as well.
Any other comment, Mr. Turner?
Yeah. And along those lines, identifying that, again, doff the hat to Bridget and Dave and Hope for putting together the more proactive approach, the right approach, which enables us to control exactly how this is affecting and impacting our community. It was very astute on their part, and we should be, and that's another reason that so supportive of Dave and his contract, is that was very forward thinking. And with Bridget, you know, nothing's going to get by her in that regard. So they did a tremendous job for those people. The lady who was here, who was concerned about the possible proliferation of illegal drugs and everything. Our police department is going to be on that. They're going to be dealing with it. Didn't have anything to do with that. But we have to do an educational component in getting information out so that people, and the lady came here to get information, so they know that we understand the concerns that people in the neighborhood would have if in fact they're not given the information that they need on who voted on what, how we're compelled to meet certain obligations. And in this case, we did, I think, administratively a very sound and good job in dealing with this. So just echoing what Heidi was saying.
I think we all share the same concern between Heidi and Robin. I mean, it was quite a fiasco. Everybody throws a program, but they don't really bring the rule books with it. So, Bridget, thank you. I mean, thank you for being here, period. Is there any other comments? Mayor's report?
I have a comment.
I'm sorry.
Just, I've been thinking about how the city communicates this and other measures. I think this is an opportunity for us as council members, as staff, just to speak about how this is. We listened, we heard the many folks speaking at that rowdy council meeting. I think we took measured, patient, quality action, and I think a lot of people, most of the people in that room are going to be very happy with what we just did. And so I think, not quite a victory lap, but I think we can. I think it was a big hurdle to get over and get through, and it could have been handled a lot worse by a less agile staff. So again, kudos to Bridget and everybody who made that happen.
Further? Mayor's report. City manager's doing a breakfast down at Over Easy tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. If you want to attend, it'd be nice to see some of you there.
I wish.
Glenn mentioned the downtown events this past weekend, but the whole summer has been that way. We got a thriving downtown, and people seem to want to come. The business seemed to be doing well, but as I thought today, a lot of this wouldn't have happened without Dan Smith, and today's Dan's anniversary is 10 years. So Dan plus a lot of other people made a big impact with what our downtown is, and, you know, wherever Dan's still looking down on us, I hope he still is, so. With that, we have an executive session.
Yeah, I'd like to move an executive session to consider the purchase of property for public purposes, the sale of property at competitive bidding, or the sale or other disposition of unneeded, obsolete, or unfit-for-use property in accordance with Section 505.10 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Amrine?
Yes.
Ms. Delco?
Yes.
Mr. Clapper?
Yes.
Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
Mr. Hook?
Yes.
Ms. Rosenberg?
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer-Bish? Yes. Mr. Turner?
Yes.
Need a motion to excuse Mr. Sidoti?
So moved.
Second.
Second by Jack. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.